So they'll be calling you a radical. I gotta tell you, I'm so fucking finally, relieved today. I'm way past frustrated. So I've been waiting for this fucking study to come out to see how accurate my work has been. Truly. I took all the chances like great PhDs. I took all the risk. I did all the work. I hypothesized the knowledge. And again, do not be afraid, young PhDs, young students, young people. You got to go rogue and you got to find a place and a way because, look, your PhD, your work in the last 20, 30 years, if you're getting funding, number one, they're not going to fund you for anything real because the earth poisoners own the fucking academia. They own all of it. The JSTOR on Balco. The Bear Monsanto earth poisoners, the fucking nuclear energy crime syndicate earth poisoners, they're not going to fund you. And I'm living proof because those are the people that did used to fund me in the day until I fucking, So, your work will arc towards your funders. I don't have any funders. I have some grassrooters that, I've done this really without any fucking funding. I get by with a little help from my friends. So relieved. This study is Kevin Blanch's work verbatim. Word for word, piece for piece. The starfish collapse. And this is a big fucking strong broad study. And what it says, well, it hammers on the California sun star, which are beasts. They're giant. You know how many of those I found post 23? And I want people to understand, I took so much fucking risk. I took so much risk with great PhDs, I took so much risk. I'm like, these are full blown out meltdowns. This is going to genocide the Pacific Ocean. This is going to freaking wipe, but I knew that's what it was going to do. In my heart, in my soul, in my long, educated fucking mind. I did 11 years of intense, in critical condition. Think about that part. I'm in critical condition. I got AML leukemia. Just the fact that I went into bone marrow transplant on 11/11/11. Then you got to defend your work. Think of what I've had to defend my work up against. Whole teams of trolls. You start googling around, look at it. The slander's all over, still out there. But they branded themselves in history, and so did I with their fucking lies. I did the work. So first you hypothesize the knowledge, and I've always said, do not be afraid to fucking hypothesize. As crazy as your hypothesis sounds, do not be afraid of it. All fucking new knowledge will be persecuted. But you have to do the fucking work, and it's intense. You're going to get no funding. It's the greatest PhD in human fucking history, the greatest PhD opportunity in human history, and the only guy on earth that really took it in a real way, Kevin Blanch. And fuck. And I understand, these people that, if you don't bow to their money, you end up like Kevin Blanch, with no money, impoverished, fucking slandered, hated, attacked viciously, which is all criminal. But not in this country, it's not. There's two sets of fucking rules. The nuclear energy crime syndicate, the untouchables, the earth poison Bear Monsanto fucking creeps, and, people that fight them. There are no people that really fight them in a fucking grassroots, real fucking way. I have. For Kevin reaching into the bag. So this new study, it goes into, and again, in my incredible work, thousands of hours, sleeping on beaches, I think back on, I caught the right moon cycles, the right fucking pipals, the right tide, winter, spring, fall, morning. I did it. I can't believe that I pulled it off. Fuck, I think about the low moon cycles and how much footage and how far I got out, fucking walking across my athletic ability to be able to do that. I think about it, it's unbelievable, but I did. And my work's been verified now. I read the study last night when I walked from the university to the research library to the basketball game, and I was thinking, it's the new knowledge. This study is your work, word for fucking word. 95%. And then it goes on and says the other 20 major starfish, at least 95%, on the verge of extinction in an acute fashion. 2013 uses my dates. Now remember, I didn't go onto the ocean in 2012. Late 2011. I did early 2011. I was in California when we were arguing, when we were picking up the Cesium 137 in the tuna in San Diego. I was there fighting with those liars. I was in a bone marrow transplant center, fucking going in and out of a fucking coma. Remember the first trip out, I was so sick. I went to the Aaron Swartz trial in Brooklyn the day they killed him. Next trip, I was the keynote speaker for what I was supposed to be at the San Onofre shutdown here. And I told Kathy Iwani that day. I told Gene Stone that day. I said, they're done. When me and Joni Ray went in there and videoed the fucking fake fucking union workers and that propaganda. And she's like, what do you mean? What do you mean? I was like, I was so sucked up. I think I weighed 126 pounds that day. You know, I used to wear that blue headband around my head because the chemo had burned through the top of my head. I had scarring all over. I was so fucking sick. I mean, I sucked up to nothing. You know, like I said, I weighed 126 pounds. You know, had platelet counts of fucking 31 that day. I remember I come home that fucking trip after I told her, it's over. I can sense it. The nuclear energy crime syndicate's fucking done. San Onofre's over. What are you talking about? Then it came over me. I never had a feeling like that in my fucking life. I came home and I'd been battling with, they called us Kevin and Carla, beautiful young woman from here in Ogden who had the same thing as me, Genevo, and then the incredible Marshall Jensen. We were like the three close friends just battling. Second you get home, you get in here, Kevin. My prison cell, the top of LDS, I'm up in there. Dr. Mitchell walks in. You know, they get my blood works and everything. Where's Carla? How's Carla doing? She looked right at me, all teary-eyed. I mean, literally choking back. You don't know, do you, Kevin? I said, don't tell me. She's dead, huh? Yeah. What about Marshall? Same thing. Just kept on pounding, doing my tide pool work, fucking with no money. Kicked off Medicaid, sleeping in a sleeping bag on the beach. I mean, you think about it, I'm the keynote speaker in these fucking hearings, and you can ask Peter. Got my grandson's old fucking sleep bag in the trunk of his car. And after the hearing, I sleep on the beach. You know, to catch those tide pools at the time you do, you got to be on the tide pools because low tide happens so quickly. I was so relieved walking from the research library to the game last night. I was like, it's concrete now. It's gilded in gold. And what else is gilded as gold? The slander against me. Oh, tide pools are fine. Fucking, I'm Dutch sense. Fucking the salmon are fine. All these propagandists who lied and got promoted on YouTube. It's fraud. It's big time fucking fraud. The slander against Kevin Blanch, the trolls that fucking went after me, it's felony fraud. And what did I get for it? Well, I got almost dead. You know? Open heart fucking surgery, slandered and being attacked. Why I'm in an ICU unit? I can't believe it. But that historic fucking playlist I have on my tide pools, you know, what is there? A few hundred fucking videos in there, thousands of hours of footage on the greatest low tides up and down the California coast in fucking probably history. I got them, and I did the work. What a fucking journey. Now my work has been verified. This group of scientists, it's word for word verbatim Kevin Blanch's work. They call it wasting disease, which we know nobody's ever defined wasting disease. I'm the first guy that started saying, look, you can actually see the plume. It's black. You can actually physically see it. First guy. I'm the first guy. Look, the muirs are washing up dead, starving to death. Fucking walking. Look. Boots on the ground, Kevin Blanch. Look. The trees are going. They're fucking Kevin Blanch's work. The heat bubble over the Western United States. Spiral jetty. Fucking. I live on the edge of the Great Salt Lake. look. It's at perfect levels. It's crashing. Fucking Kevin Blanch's work. I mean, it's the greatest PhD on multiple Mars. The sills, look, the sills starving to death. The sea lions are coming up to me in fucking Kevin Blanch's historic work. So across the board, starfish first. 95% collapse, just what they said, just what I've said the whole time. Started in 2013, on the verge of extinction. I mean, it's word for word, verbatim, Kevin Blanch's work. But I did it as it happened in real time and documented. They can regurgitate it and make money off it and get their fucking, funding. More power to them, The sea lion, my sea lion work, my silver. How about my whale work? How about my salmon work? How about my crab fucking work? And that's just the tip of the iceberg. I did it, It's the greatest fucking PhD in human history. It's been verified. First, you hypothesize the knowledge. These are full blown out fucking meltdowns. It took me a year and a half to even convince anybody it was one meltdown. Okay? Never happened at Mayak. Never happened at Chernobyl. I wrote paper after paper at fucking the University of Weber State that built these fucking reactors. Utah Construction is GE. I did all the fucking work. I'm like, these Mach 1, Mach 2s, fucking Ring of Fire, San Onofre, fucking Diablo Canyon, Fukushima, Japan can only handle up about a 7.6. My work proved that the spent fuels pools would crack wide open, water out, and they go into full-blown out Zerk fire at 7.6. The cores may be a 7.8. I was in the Energy Solutions dump site protesting Mike Lee bringing the Energy Solutions fucking Italian waste. I was there, Gotta tell you, and this is a fucking naive fool who told me right to my face. Gotta tell you, just found out my dad was a downwinder. This is after the fact he's bringing in. I have dealt with so many ignorant, naive, fool politicians, propagandist idiots. It'd blow your fucking mind. I remember walking the coast out there. I'd run out of water on them in Central Coast. By the way, have you seen the weather in fucking Central San Luis Obispo? Holy fuck. Whoa, what's going on there right now? Fuck, there's 50-foot waves crashing at Gold's Beach today. Fucking San Diego's fucking 60. It's intense. It's on. Mother Nature's pissed. She's going to fight back. So that's what it's been. It's been 95 to 99% collapse. And anybody who is still saying this is global warming in a big line, well, nuclear energy is global warming. A hell of a way to boil a planet, but let's get real. We have the data now. We have the starfish data. We have the well data. NOAA put out the well data. It took them years to put out my well data, and it's verbatim, word for word, what Kevin said. We have the salmon data now. We have all the salmon data that still had go to sea 1 to 2 years, started to collapse immediately in 2020. 95% collapse. It's unarguable. The Chinook, who will go to sea 5 years, I says they won't collapse till 2016. They won't collapse, and they'll collapse epically 95 to 99%, just like I said. So we have all that data. So what we do, you regurgitators, you can build a model. Any model. You can have an abstract freaking IT guy build the model. You can stay away from how they build a model. And you just simply plug in all the data. You can plug in the starfish data. There it is right now. You can plug in the sill data. You can plug in the sea lion data. You can plug in all the data now. And then you can run regressionary models through the computer. And it will deviate from the mean thousands of times in this decade. And then you're going to look at your data and it's going to show an outlier. This is the greatest outlier in fucking human history. The outlier is going to stamp on 2011. Something radical fucking crazy changed to this planet. The greatest radical fucking acute change on the Pacific Ocean, fucking the United States in history. It's in human history. This is not gradual. This is an acute radical fucking change. So you have to start looking for the culprit, right? Well, 20th, something crazy fucking happened. And we're not paying attention. What was it? Did a meteor hit the fucking Earth? Were there thousands of Exxon Valdez spills? This was not gradual. This was an acute fuck. Again, the salmon numbers were record returns in 2008, 9, 10, 11, still had median. Chinook, there were record returns 2011, 2012, 2013, 2014, 2015, till 16, then they just epically off of. And that's by fucking number, not even by size and weight. Fucking, then the crab or the bottom feeders. It's the Great Pacific Genocide. Kevin Blanch's work, word for word, verbatim, not only word for word, my hypothesis, my field work. I mean, I think about the field work. I remember walking along the fucking sills and the sea lions when they were all starving to death in 2014, 2015, in an acute fashion. Sills and sea lions have DNA very similar to humans. Our famous sea lion at Hogle Zoo here in Salt Lake got leukemia and died. I was popping in all the rescue centers, and they were telling me they're full of cancer. They're sucked up, they're full of leukemia. Oh, we got a Geiger counter. What's your Geiger counter going to fucking tell you? So this is important because it was the Northern Fishing Alliance in Japan. The government never did this. The IAEA. By the way, before I forget, there's been more people taken hostage at gunpoint at the Big Z. Nothing to see. The IAEA will save us. The IAEA, they took 6 years to rank Fukushima 7. Oh, it's only 7. When the scale only goes to 7. Think about my work there. All great knowledge will be persecuted. My work is fucking gilded in gold now. First you hypothesize the knowledge. Then you do the field work. Fuck, what a hardcore fucking journey. I think about it. I was talking to my oncologist the other day, and I'm like, holy fuck. It's unbelievable. I think how intense it's been. I mean, guns in my face, fucking cops with handcuffs on me, fucking people. I mean, fuck. Almost frozen to death, almost starving to fucking death. Some of those nights I had fucking on that fucking ocean, some of those stuff, oh my God. She says, boy, it kept you alive. Yeah, I says, alive and kicking. This study, so the Northern Fishing Alliance 2022, this is a study out from 2022. I have it posted all over my sites. I have sites. The KOA study, who was hidden away, I'm the guy that leaked that into the thing on what was going on Fukushima in the early days. The liars like Ken Buesler, like fucking Arnie Gundershill, like fucking Ellen Caldecott, all those people, fuck, boy, did they brand themselves in fucking history. So did I. The slander that went against me, fucking, I mean, literally dozens of YouTube sites and Facebook pages, 100% to slander me, paid propaganda, while I'm in critical condition. Felonies in all 50 states. The study on the Northern Fishing Alliance, and it wasn't even a study, the fishermen, 200 miles off the coast, breaking news, just moves left to right. Breaking news, fish swim. They decided to test all the raw fish the government was allowing them. So they tested a huge batch of them. Season 137, whose half-life is short, which tells us that it's an ongoing event. Where are the cores? Go get a bone marrow brine. I'm saying they poisoned the planet. It's been well over 4,200 fucking days. Oh, they're going to dump the water. They've been dumping the water over the cores and into the ocean the whole fucking time. They poisoned the fucking ocean. I mean, they poisoned the Pacific Ocean. They fucking gang raped fucking the mighty blue lady. And everybody stood by and watched them cheer them on. You know what I mean? I fought back for her. Our very mother. I fought for her. She fights for we from the sea. The study says 1,400 kilograms or 1,400 microspirits of season 137 per kilogram in the rockfish. That's 15, 16 times higher than the legal safe limit after they fucking quadrupled the fucking safe limit. In the United States, Obama fucking raised the limit several times. Trump just got rid of it. There is no safe limit. They can bring anything into us here and eat up. And you think there's another one piece of this work. Longevity in this country in 2012 started to go south. Open heart surgery. The data's all right fucking there. I posted on my website, Blanche Schwartz, but their answer has been to kettle Kevin Blanche, to slander Kevin Blanche, to go attack. Well, they picked on the wrong fucking dude. I got big shoulders. I'm fucking strong. You think I'm weak. I think you're wrong. This is the, I mean, what I've been able to do, they kicked me off Medicaid. They slandered, they tried to kill me in every way known to man. Kicking a person off Medicaid when they're in a bone marrow transplant, acute cancer, you don't think that's attempted murder? How about fucking the open heart fucking surgery? I'm going to see fucking doctors right here. Michael Hawkins fucking represented, he was a doctor at Ogden Medical Regional Center, told me to go see my fucking dentist when my heart valve was completely collapsed. Collapsed in my yard, fucking emergency open heart surgery. Fucking what I've been up against. You know, it's like she says, how you're alive is unbelievable. Yeah. All I need is a miracle. All I need is you. Huh. Fucking carry on, my wayward son. The fight goes on. I was so relieved yesterday walking from the research fucking library to the. This PhD went on too long? No. But it's been long. It's been long and hardcore. Took a toll on me? I don't know. So my daughter says, Kevin, you're not young anymore. I says, yes, I am. Yes, I am. She just laughs. Yes, I am. I can still do the work. I lost all my funding, basically. I mean, I have basically 4 fucking people that, you know, fund me just enough to survive to eat. I don't get any subsistence. I don't get anything from anybody, really. I don't get any funding from all these foundations. In fact, they attack me. The funding they use to slander me. I'm so relieved. I'm like, this study says Kevin Blanch's work pervade. Of course, they call it wasting disease, but I'm fine. Go ahead, call it wasting disease. Fukushima caused wasting disease. You know, I'm all for the term wasting disease because Fukushima, fucking, it's simple. You broke the chain, photoplankton. You know, and every fucking word I said to a fine science. 95% the greatest acute collapse of the ecology, and the slanderous and the propagandists who went along. There was so many videos out there today. That Kevin Blanch is full of shit. Again, it's not hypothesis anymore. You can plug in all the data. The regression model shows us is an acute radical catastrophe. Scientists are mystified, they're baffled, they're stumped, they're perplexed. Every one of those fucking people should be put in prison. And I'll say this to you young people. Anybody that ever uses that term, if you're in a classroom, you fucking call them out. Never as a scientist, never as a fucking PhD, never as a fucking fighter, researcher, whatever, do you ever use mystified, baffled, stumped, perplexed, alarmed. Use unknown. Then you hypothesize. So you just raise your hand as a teacher. Unknown thing. Kevin Blanch has proven it. Unknown. Okay. Mystified. What are you talking about? So what do you think caused this? And they'll say, oh, global warming. Then how come it was so acute? And global warming is caused by fucking hell of a way to boil a planet. Kevin Blanch. So you don't even know what it is. No one on earth knows what it is. I do. It's a vapor. It's a gas that was pushed off these cores. It's never happened in the history. It's the greatest event in human history. Fucking the cover-up of Fukushima, the greatest crime in human history. And left, right, Obama, Trump, and these criminals, fuck, there should be a tribunal. You branded yourself in history, all you fucking liars and deniers. So did I. My work is being verified every fucking day now, and it's word for word Kevin Blanch's fucking work. But I did it as it happened, and I did the research. I showed you mine. Show me yours. I was transparent. I was open as I could possibly fucking be. Right down to a central line hanging out of my jugular vein, shooting videos fucking sucked up to nothing, fucking dying in a bone marrow transplant center. I could not be more fucking vulnerable. I remember a fucking English professor from University of San Francisco and her Cal Berkeley husband. I stayed at their house and they come out. We protested at Livermore and she's like, I make my students watch your videos. And this is early days. I bet you don't know why. I says, I bet you I do know why. She says, because you have something that great literature has to have that literature over the last 40, 50 years doesn't have. I says, I know what it is. She says, I'll bet you a fucking beer you don't. I says, okay. I get one guess. I says, I'll tell you what, I get 3 guesses and the first 2 don't count. What's your third guess? She says. I says, intimacy. Oh my God, how did you know? Her and her husband moved to South America because they knew. He was a science professor at Berkeley. He says, you're all over it. I fight for her, the mighty blue lady. She fights for we from the sea. What did the 60,000-pound humpbuck whale say to the smallest California upper urchin, to the giant sunflower sea star, to the ochre, to the bat star, to the anchovy, to the sardine, to the trees, to the pines, to the sea anemones? Fukushima killed my food. The 60,000-pound fucking whale replied to the smallest creatures in the sea. We too, you broke the fucking chain. Fukushima broke the fucking chain. The greatest fucking acute catastrophe, the Great Pacific Genocide. The greatest PhD in human history has been verified. Oh, it's the knowledge now. All great new knowledge will be persecuted. Kevin Blanche. Stand tuned.